Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park, and what a weekend it's been here at Gulfstream Park. Last night, the Eclipse Awards and the winner of Horse of the Year, Wise Dan. Congratulations to all the connections to that fantastic racehorse. Let's take a look at Sunday's track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course firm, and a beautiful day in South Florida. Our first race, 5.5 furlongs claiming event for 4-year-olds and up, and we have 7 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 2, Chief Carlson.
They're off. Grand Jet Setter in Canavayan with good starts. Chief Carlson sent along. Country Chapel from the inside. These 4 out for the lead. Then Starship Sulu. Break of another 2 back to Hard Tap, and Kusada, who was just a step slow to start, trails the field 7 lengths off the lead. Canavayan by a neck. Grand Jet Setter to the outside second. Starship Sulu rushes up 3 wide outside of Country Chapel and Chief Carlson. Hard Tap's not far behind either and gaining a bit of ground after a 22 2/4. Hard Tap going around horses now, and Kusada is at the back of the field as they come toward the quarter pole. Grand Jet Setter racing in between horses. Canavayan has the rail. Starship Sulu is 3 wide. Behind them is Country Chapel, Chief Carlson, then Hard Tap and Kusada. They're into the stretch. Grand Jet Setter holding on to the lead. On the outside is Starship Sulu. Canavayan back to third, and then Chief Carlson on the far outside. Final 16th. Grand Jet Setter, Starship Sulu, Chief Carlson coming. Grand Jet Setter wins. From Starship Sulu, Chief Carlson and Canavayan fourth.
Number 7, Grand Jet Setter scores in the opener for Live Oak Plantation, trained by Eddie Fleesa Jr., ridden to victory today by Joel Rosario. We're going to the turf for our second race, 1 mile and 1/16. The turf course listed as firm. It's a claiming race for 4-year-olds and up. 8 runners going to the post with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
They're off. Bellfire came out of there well. Yari with early speed, too. To the outside, it's Joe's Blazing Aaron. These two are going to take over the lead. And now moving up into third is Grip Hands to the inside. And then it's Cummings Road, followed by Symphony 41. Bellfire taken back after a good start. Third last, just ahead of Going to Market and Tiz Bobby. 10 lengths separates the field as they race for the turn. Yari is the leader. Joe's Blazing Aaron is a length behind, running in second. And then it's Grip Hands third, followed by Cummings Road to the outside. They went 23 4 for the first quarter mile. Symphony 41 fifth onto the backstretch, 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then Bellfire Going to Market is second last, and Tiz Bobby and Luis Saez race at the back, and they're 11 lengths from the front runners. Up the backstretch, Yari, Joe's Blazing Aaron, noses apart through a 48 3/2 mile. Cummings Road a length and a half off of them. Grip Hands fourth on the inside, well in contention, will save ground into the turn. Then Symphony 41, Bellfire to the outside, followed by Going to Market, and far behind Tiz Bobby. Around the far turn, Joe's Blazing Aaron and Yari continue to race side by side. They went 3/4 in 1:12 1. Cummings Road coming after them now. Grip Hands is fourth, 3 lengths off the lead, losing ground to the front runners, and then comes Bellfire to the outside and Symphony 41. Joe's Blazing Aaron in front. Cummings Road attacks on the outside. Bellfire is gaining ground in the center of the course, and Yari fourth. It is now Cummings Road and Bellfire. Cummings Road over Bellfire, then Joe's Blazing Aaron and Yari.
It's number 8, Cummings Road. Nice ride by jockey Jose Lescano, owned by Melnick Racing Stables Incorporated, and trained into victory by Mark Cassidy. Take a short break and be back for the third in just, a little under a minute.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
Ocala Breeder Sales Company, where champions and Grade 1 stakes winners are sold, presents the next event on our sales calendar. The OBS Winter Mix Sale, January 22nd through 24th. OBS, we measure success by performance.
We're sprinting at 5 furlongs on the firm turf course in our third race. It's an allowance optional claimer for 4-year-olds and up. Full field of 10 runners. The off-time favorite, number 5, Band of Joy.
They're off. Imperial Robin started very well. Heart Doctor is out with early speed 2. Farther out, P.D. Kramer up and on the pace, and checking out of the pack there was the big favorite Band of Joy. Band of Joy steadied hard, and so did Console, and these two lost some ground there. As they go into the turn, it's Imperial Robin in front. P.D. Kramer second to the outside. Then it's Scatter Joy running in third, trying to bear out on the turn is Scatter Joy. Heart Doctor is now third to the inside. And then it's Bear's Big Boy getting an inside trip on the turn, followed by At Large, Stig's Deputy on the far outside. Console is next. Band of Joy's had a hard trip so far, swings to the outside, and Dr. Chase, they're into the stretch. Imperial Robin in front. P.D. Kramer to the outside second. Then comes Band of Joy in third. Bear's Big Boy. Band of Joy is gaining ground on the far outside as they come into the final 16th. It's Imperial Robin, P.D. Kramer, Band of Joy coming late. Very close. P.D. Kramer or Imperial Robin. Band of Joy was third.
Number 9, P.D. Kramer wins it literally by a whisker. Owned by Steven Speranza and Silver Streak Stables. Trained by Jorge Navarro. Ridden to victory today by Abdil Jain. Fourth race, main track, 6.5 furlongs. Track listed as fast. Claimer, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 1 Henry the Great. The jockey on the 4 is Gilbert Chamafi.
They're off. Dub on the far outside broke sharply. Rancho has speed, Musical Journey, and right up there too is Chepstow. These 4 across the track early, and now taken back off the pace there is Musical Journey taken in hand to 4th. A length farther back, and then comes Decisive David to the inside as the field continues to run up the back stretch. Then it's Put It Back Tiger to the outside. Crosshammers and Rotor is at the back after a 22-4 opening quarter mile. Rancho is the leader. Dub is right alongside in second by a length and a half. Then Chepstow and Musical Journey to the outside. 4 lengths back to Put It Back Tiger in 5th. Then Decisive David at the rail between those 2 Crosshammers, and at the back of the field it's Rotor. It is Dub in front. As they come toward the top of the stretch, Dub has the lead a length and a half to Musical Journey and Chepstow. Rancho drops out of it on the inside. Then Decisive David saving ground. Crosshammers swings up on the outside. They're into the stretch. And it's Dub and Chepstow. Chepstow on the outside to the front. Chepstow has taken the lead, and Dylan Davis and Chepstow are pulling away from Dub, Crosshammers, and Decisive David. It's Chepstow to score by 4 in the end over Dub. Close for third, maybe Decisive David in a photo with Crosshammers.
Number 6, Chepstow scores and pays $21.40 to win. Owned by Frank Russo and Tino Attard. Trained by Tino Attard and ridden to victory today by our leading apprentice, Dylan Davis. 5th race, 6 furlong sprint. It's for maiden 4-year-olds and up. 9 runners. The off-time favorite, number 7, Tiz for Tat.
They're all in line. They're off. Game Day out for the lead. Best Man with early speed 2, and then it's Dr. J. Dub on the far outside, followed by Tiz for Tat, Casa Creek along the rail, and rushing up in between horses is Uncle Rich as the field heads up the back stretch. And then it's Chaos, followed by Coinbroker, and Easement is at the back as they race past the half-mile pole and move for the turn. Game Day on the lead a half a length over Best Man. Casa Creek squeezing through at the rail after a 22 3/4. Then comes Dr. J. Dub 4th on the outside. Uncle Rich 5th, just 2 lengths off the lead, racing at the rail. Chaos is after that. Then Coinbroker, who's just going evenly on the inside, 5 lengths off the lead. Tiz for Tat's got to pick it up, going very wide there. And then it's Easement, a 46 flat half mile. They're coming to the top of the stretch. Best Man on the outside runs for the lead. It's Best Man in front. Tis for Tat is closing on the far outside. Game Day fights on. Casa Creek Easement is getting into it too. It is Best Man, Easement on the outside. These two, Best Man, Easement. Best Man and Javier Castellano over Easement, Tis for Tat and Coinbroker.
Number 4, Best Man, proves best and pays a very nice $23.80 to win, owned by Peter E. Blum Thoroughbreds LLC, trained by James Jerkins, ridden victory today by Eclipse winner Javier Castellano. We'll take a short break and be back for the 6th race in just a minute.
What a thriller in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Fort Larned digs deep. Mucho Macho Man, it's nose and nose to the wire. Fort Larned has won it.
But it is all Fort Larned. He went clear at the start. He was clear down the back. And he's coming home, turning handsprings. Fort Larned, brilliant in the Stephen Foster.
Fort Larned, new for 2014 at Adena Springs.
A love of horses and a commitment to excellence have come together in the heart of Florida's Marion County. Owned by lifelong horseman Benjamin Leon Jr., Basilou Stables has assembled top-notch thoroughbreds, breeding and racing the champions of today and tomorrow. Breeders' Cup winner Royal Delta has thrilled the racing world with back-to-back wins in the Ladies' Classic. As a multi-year sponsor of the Fountain of Youth and the Florida Derby, Basilou Stables is a proud sponsor of Gulfstream Park.
Race number 6 kicks off the Rainbow 6, 5.5 furlongs. It's a maiden event for maiden filly 3-year-olds. Scratch number 7, Farm Fresh. Note the 3 will race with Lasix.
They're off. A good break for Speedy Girl from the rail. Speedy Girl to the front. With Love This Kitty away second to the outside, and then comes Creative Spirit, Richie's Red Hot Honey. The favorite Sloan Square is back in 5th, and under a ride from Javier Castellano to keep up in the early stages here. Sloan Square being hard-ridden, 7 lengths off the lead. Then comes She's Justified, followed by Riding Point to the outside, and Annie Walker at the back, 22-1 the quarter. Around the far turn, Creative Spirit, Love This Kitty on the outside. At the rail, it's Speedy Girl. These 3 lined up. 3 lengths ahead of Richie's Red Hot Honey. Sloan Square starts to pick it up now. Sloan Square gathering stride and swinging to the outside, still with work to do. They're into the stretch. It is Creative Spirit in front, and Sloan Square is coming now on the far outside. Sloan Square is in gear and rolls right by Creative Spirit. Sloan Square finishing strong to the wire. Creative Spirit was second, Richie's Red Hot Honey third, and then She's Justified.
Mark this filly, number 4, Sloan Square down. What a nice performance. Closed wide to win it for owner Michael Tabor, trained by Todd Pletcher, and ridden a victory by Javier Castellano, his second victory on the card. 7th race, 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf course. Claiming event for 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 2, Tis Liberty. Scratch the 6, Hudson Miracle. The jockey on the 10, Pecky's Boy, Gilbert Chamafi.
They're off. Sir McIntyre had a good start on the far outside. Pecky's Boy and Soul of the North. These 2 take over from Sir McIntyre, who's taken in hand to sit 3rd. Cinnamon Beach is 4th, and then Gossip Column 5th on the outside, followed by Ballerino, who is racing about 10 lengths off the lead as the first 2 go out there on the lead, well clear of their competition. Then Big Sky Posse. They're followed by Calvello to the outside, and Almaratti is at the back. It is Soul of the North leading the way through a 23-2 opening quarter. In the clear by 2. Pecky's Boy is second, 6 lengths ahead of the others. Then it's Sir McIntyre, Cinnamon Beach to the outside. Break of 2 to Ballerino. And Big Sky Posse along the rail, followed by Gossip Column, Almaratti, and Calvello. They continue the run up the backstretch here. Soul of the North and Carlos Olivero, an 80-1 long shot on a 3-length lead past a 48-2 half mile. And Pecky's Boy continues to run clearly in second. Cinnamon Beach is 6 lengths off this front runner as they race into the turn. And then to the inside, it's Sir McIntyre, Ballerino between horses, Gossip Column to the outside. Calvello is next, Almaratti and Big Sky Posse. And now Soul of the North is about to lose the lead. Pecky's Boy makes first run. Cinnamon Beach comes after Pecky's Boy. These two turn for home together, and Ballerino is 2 lengths off of them with Gossip Column to the outside, and then Almirati. Pecky's Boy on the rail. Cinnamon Beach on the outside, and they're 3 clear of Ballerino. It's Pecky's Boy holding on to the lead as they come down to the line. Gilbert Chamafi and Pecky's Boy to win from Cinnamon Beach. Then Ballerino and Gossip Column.
It's number 10, Pecky's Boy, scoring paid $19 even, owned by Pedro Cabrera, trained by Giuseppe Ayasadernia, and ridden to victory today by Gilbert Chamafi. The 8th race, 1 mile on the surf, a maiden claiming event for maiden to filly 3-year-olds. Scratch both also eligible entries, 13 and 14. The jockey on the 9 is Alex Solis. On the 11, it's Kent DeSormo.
They're off. Tangled start for Flashy Brass. It's Analog Girl shooting out to the front. Mountain Sprite from the far outside runs after Analog Girl on the lead, and then comes Yamanja, who came out running in 3rd. And they're followed by Natural Bling in between horses, and right there too is Secret Fascination, who's down toward the inside as they move into the turn. I Am Now wide going into there, 4 wide around that turn, but now moving up around horses. VV Goodnight is after that. Malala's Diary is down on the inside, and then comes Coco. 2 lengths farther back to Medaglia d'Argento, who's down on the inside of Quarla and Flashy Brass. 24 flat was the opening quarter. Up the backstretch they go, and they're tightly packed. It is Mountain Sprite on the inside who battles for the lead up the backstretch with Analog Girl. These two are nose to nose on the lead. Yamanja's in 3rd. I Am Now 4th to the outside by 3. Then Secret Fascination, VV Goodnight, followed by Natural Bling. Malala's Diary is next on the inside. Coco, Flashy Brass is going up on the outside, and then Quarla and Medaglia d'Argento. Around the far turn of 48 3/2 mile, Analog Girl is the leader from Mountain Sprite. I Am Now circles up 3 wide. VV Goodnight is next. They're into the stretch. Analog Girl is the leader. I Am Now's a length and a half behind, and VV Goodnight takes 3rd. Analog Girl and Jose Lezcano still holding on to the lead from I Am Now, and Analog Girl is going to do it. I Am Now 2nd, and then VV Goodnight and Flashy Brass.
The favorite, number 6, Analog Girl, wins it for Bauman Stables, trained by Kellen Gorder, ridden to victory today by Jose Lezcano. The 9th race, 6 furlongs. It's starter optional claimer for 3-year-olds, 1 scratch, number 3, Chilean Brothers.
They're off. Right on Course is going to the front. On the inside, Tell Me a Joke. These two out for the lead together. 2.5 lengths back. And down on the inside comes Wild Conceits, and being pulled up is Rodriguez. Rodriguez, something's gone wrong. That Rodriguez has been pulled up out of the race already. It is Right on Course in front by 2 here over Tell Me a Joke, Wild Conceits, and Joe's Gone Wild on the outside. Diabolical IPA is 5th, 5 lengths off the lead. Then comes Heavenly Champion and Erangel. 22 and 1 was the quarter around the far turn. Right on Course in front. Tell Me a Joke edges up into 2nd. Diabolical IPA circles up on the far outside. Joe's Gone Wild right in there with Wild Conceits along the rail. Erangel and Heavenly Champion. 45 and 3 for a half mile. They're into the stretch. And it's Tell Me a Joke who's now the leader from Joe's Gone Wild. And on the outside, Diabolical IPA. Now it's these two. Joe's Gone Wild, Diabolical IPA. On the inside, Tell Me a Joke, but it's Joe's Gone Wild. Joe's Gone Wild to win. Tight 2nd. Either Diabolical IPA or Tell Me a Joke. Wild Conceits 4th.
Number 7, Joe's Gone Wild, wins it for Precision Thoroughbred LLC, trained by Gerald Pacino, in the victory today by Paco Lopez. We'll take a break and be back for the 10th race, the Kitten's Joy, in just a minute.
ExpressBet brings you a whole new way to play the races. An easier, better way to wager on your favorite tracks. With a more streamlined interface for faster wagering. With more handicapping insights from our world-class experts. With more racetracks, nearly 200 to choose from. And with your personalized multi-view wagering screen, your tracks, your wager pad, and your video are all on one page. It's simply the best way to play the races. Your way. Welcome to ExpressBet. Your way to play.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your crew is Ken Jeong?
Zoink!
What's with the pig?
Wait.
No way! The pig! Did you teach him that?
Yeah, I did.
Sorry I'm late. I came straight from work.
Man, this line's ridiculous. No joke. Ken!
I'm that guy from that thing! Give me one!
Miller Lite.
Man, hey, wait!
It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Welcome back. Our 10th and feature race is the 16th running of the Kitten's Joy, $100,000 guaranteed, 1 mile and 1/16 on the firm turf course. Scratch the 3 Pachanga Party. Scratch number 9, Daddy's Kid.
They're racing in the Kitten's Joy. Storming Inti had a good start. Drover Road on the outside. These two out for the lead together. We Miss Artie is away running in third, and then Rope-A-Dope to the outside, followed by Scoria and Cabo Cat along the rail. And Throne is next, and Go-Go Romeo's at the back of the field as Storming Inti and Alan Garcia make the pace to the first turn. It's Storming Inti in front, and We Miss Artie saves all the ground right behind Storming Inti as they go into the turn. Then Rope-A-Dope on the outside, and shuffled back out of there is Drover Road, who's now in fourth and being passed on the inside by Scoria, and Throne is on the far outside. After that, Go-Go Romeo and Cabo Cat is now last. 23 and 4 was the opening quarter. Storming Inti up the backstretch in front, 3/4 of a length. Rope-A-Dope is second. Javier Castellano now takes We Miss Artie to the outside for a clear path, and they're 2 lengths off the lead. And then it's Scoria down on the inside. On the far outside, Go-Go Romeo and Throne between those two, and then Drover Road and Cabo Cat. 48 and 3 for a half mile. Storming Inti into the turn in front. Now We Miss Artie is sent on the outside. These two are side by side on the lead as they round the far turn. Then Go-Go Romeo. Rope-A-Dope has dropped back on the inside. It's Storming Inti and We Miss Artie, and they're together at the top of the stretch. Storming Inti and We Miss Artie, nothing between them. We Miss Artie pokes ahead in front. Storming Inti fights on from the inside. We Miss Artie, Storming Inti keeps battling. We Miss Artie, Storming Inti. What a battle. Storming Inti, We Miss Artie. Ho, ho! So close! They were noses apart the whole stretch run. Then Cabo Cat and Scoria.
What a horse race in the Kitten's Joy between number 2 Storming Inti and number 4 We Miss Artie, and number 2 Storming Inti gets the close photo. Owned by Santa Rosa Racing Stable, trained by Chad Brown, ridden to victory today by Alan Garcia. The 11th and final race, a 5 furlong sprint. It's a starter allowance for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and up. Scratch the 6. Lake Michigan, scratch the 9. Sizzlin' Bee.
They're off. Runway Ready came out well. So did the favorite Subtle. Subtle will take the early lead from Runway Ready, who's right alongside. Sweet Tooth Sweetie came out running in third. Forget That Gal is fourth to the outside. A length and a half clear of Zool Baby, then Duchess of Wicklow. In behind them, Bears Dixie is next, and then comes Very Playful, and last is Happy Voyage. Into the turn they go, and now Runway Ready gets away to a length and 3/4 lead. Subtle, the favorite, is running in second. Forget That Gal, third to the outside by 2.5. Then Sweet Tooth Sweetie, followed by Duchess of Wicklow, Bears Dixie on the outside, and they're into the stretch. And it is Runway Ready turning for home in front. Forget That Gal, Subtle not going on at all today. Subtle's had enough. Now Sweet Tooth Sweetie takes third. It is all Runway Ready running away. Runway Ready and Julian Leparoux by 6 on the line. Then Forget That Gal, followed by Sweet Tooth Sweetie, Zool Baby, and Very Playful.
Number 10, Runway Ready, runs away with the nightcap, owned by Lee Porlick, trained by Gary Contessa, ridden to victory by Julian Leparoux. Pick 4, 4 of 4, paid $255.40. Pick 5, 5 of 5, $2,085.90. 4 of 5, $23.70. Pick 6, couple of tickets, paid $2,998. We got a carryover of $108,839.44. And here are today's claims. That wraps up Sunday's card, but we have live racing on Monday. Martin Luther King, 11 races, so make sure you come out and visit us. Good night and good luck.